Brewing Company out of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Winter Warmer, 7.8% alcohol. Let's give it a shot. Nothing, huh? All right. Stegmaier Brewing Company. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is my first beer from them. Very local company. They're a few miles up the road north of me. And I'm actually extremely pleased with this beer. I actually let the fiance pick this one out. I was in a toss-up between this one and another one, and she said, let's go with this. And she made a good call. In the trend that I've been trying to get away from, which is these winter beers that have usually a light-colored beer and some sort of citrus and maybe pine notes in it, I'm looking for those darker beers, those amber-colored beers maybe, with winter spices such as cinnamon, nutmeg, or any combination of. That is what I want in a winter beer. I want that spice. I want that slightly bakery flavor. Maybe more along the lines of potpourri. But I want a dark beer. I want it spiced. Please leave the citrus notes for the spring and summer months. It's the spices' time to shine in the darker and colder months. Please, that's my opinion. Doesn't have to be yours. And I might be wrong. And don't get me wrong, I'm trying the citrus beers that are winter oriented. They're not bad. That being said, when we got this, had low expectations. It blew me away. I was extremely pleased. Not that this is an overly fantastic beer. It just gave me what I was expecting a winter beer to be. It's dark. It's slightly on the heavy side. It's got the spices. It's not overwhelming in the spices, but it does give you a little bit of that pungent, oh, okay, there's a kick of spice here. But it dies off really nice, and it becomes slightly mellow as you take the sip. And I can't be upset at that. It's nice. Up front, it lets you know that there's spices in the beer, but it doesn't linger and it doesn't get stronger as the taste test goes on. It's 7.8% alcohol. It doesn't feel like a 7.8% alcohol beer. Is it darker? Yes. Is it spiced? Yes. Is it slightly on the heavy side? Yeah, I'd say medium to full-bodied. But it doesn't feel like a 7.8% alcohol. So just be calm, be cautious should you be in the area and trying this beer. My drinkability, I could have a 6-pack of these, especially on a nice cold winter night. Maybe it's snowing, maybe it's windy outside. Something like this will give you the illusion that you're warm. Again, safety note, alcohol doesn't make you warmer. It gives you the illusion. I think I said that enough times. If I say that in the future, just Google it. So, no liability. Not on my part. Again, it's a really nice winter beer. I think that's what a winter beer should be. And honestly, I'm pleased. And that's all a consumer wants from their product. This is clearly meant for the winter months. It's labeled that. It looks like that. It tastes like that. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this an 8. This is nice. It's the right amount of spice. It's the right amount of heaviness. It's very giving and generous in the alcohol content. What more can you ask for? Again, it's not the beer that's going to blow me out of the water and I'm going to tell everybody about. But if I see this on the shelf again or somebody asks me about it, I'm going to say, hey, that's a good, solid winter beer. There's really nothing wrong with it. Nothing that I can think of other than it's a small company and this is the first time I'm having one of their products that I can think of. That being said, it's a good beer, and I really think that if you're watching this, if you have it in your area, if you see it in your area, please, give it a shot. So again, that's Stegmaier Brewing Company out of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Winter Warmer, 7.8% alcohol.